The legend of Joe Willie Namath. Now, before I get into this presentation, I kind of want to explain who he is. He was an NFL quarterback for the New York Jets, and his last year he played for the Los Angeles Rams. But he's in the Hall of Fame now, and he was the first quarterback to ever throw for 4,000 yards in one single season. And he's one of the first NFL players to ever have style. But I'll explain all of that later. Alright, let's get into the video. Joe Namath was born on May 31st, 1943 in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. As you see there. In high school, Joe Namath was a scholar athlete, and he excelled in every sport he played. Basketball, baseball, and of course, football. In his senior year, Namath led his high school football team to a state championship. Here's some footage of him in high school. Between the years 1962 and 1964, Namath led the Crimson Tide under Bear Bryant. In 1964, Namath led the Crimson Tide to a national championship victory. Namath is the greatest athlete I've ever seen. Those were the famous words by Bear Bryant, coach. Here's some footage on Joe Namath for the Alabama Crimson Tide. In 1965, Joe Namath was drafted by the New York Jets. Namath was a true phenom in the NFL, just like he was in college. In just his third season, Namath led the New York Jets to the Super Bowl, Super Bowl III. And they played the Baltimore Colts. In this Super Bowl, the Baltimore Colts were the favorites to win this game. But Joe Namath had something to say about it. The weekend before the game, news reporters asked Namath what he thought about the game, and these were his famous words. "I'm sick of everyone saying the Colts are going to beat us. I got news for you. We'll win the game, I guarantee it." And just like that, Joe Namath and the New York Jets beat the Baltimore Colts 16-7. Namath's prediction was correct. Namath was a true American role model.
Muhammad Ali, Walt Frazier, Joe Willie Namath. Joe Willie. Joe Willie was just so flamboyant. The long hair, the white shoes. He was New York. He was Broadway. I had a teacher, I think 4th or 5th grade. Her name was Miss Erber. Blonde hair bombshell. She was our teacher. And she was the most popular teacher in the school because she told everybody she went on a date with Joe Namath. Everybody remember reading this Sports Illustrated article where Joe said, I like my Johnny Walker black and my girls blonde. And so we said, yes, that has to be Miss Herbert too.
For Joe Namath, it was bombshells off the field, bombs away on it. In 1967, he became the first quarterback to throw for over 4,000 yards in a season. Namath had style and substance. Both were perfect for the bright lights of the big city.
Unlike LeBron, some people want to play in New York. Those special people, they crave it. Reggie Jackson, Jeter, Joe Willie Namath. One of the first athletes understood that this is also about entertainment. Come on the sidelines with the fur coat. I don't know about the pantyhose, but he must have paid you a ton.
Joe Namath in Beauty Mist pantyhose? Yes, we did it to prove that Beauty Mist can make any legs look like $1 million.
Now, I don't wear pantyhose, but if Beauty Mist can make my legs look good, imagine what they'll do for yours.
Having the smoothest legs in football paled in comparison to having the game's most explosive arm. In 1968, Namath used it to lead the Jets to an AFL championship. But few outside of New York gave them a chance against the NFL's Colts heading into Super Bowl III.
Namath, like Ali, predicted the Jets would win.
You guys been talking for 2 weeks now. I said, I'm tired of hearing it. I said, I got news for you. We're gonna win the game, I guarantee it.
Namath, he had some of that swagger. He could have been a brother. And he had the skills to back up what he was saying.
Namath, red hot. Everybody thought he'd get killed in this game. He has killed Baltimore so far.
Namath didn't throw a touchdown pass in Super Bowl III, but his career was about more than just numbers. The way he changed the game went beyond the box score.
He's in there.
You could put a lot of quarterbacks ahead of him just based upon stats. You have stats, but you also have impact. This was the first time the AFL would beat the NFL.
The game is over. The New York Jets are the world champions. They have upset the Baltimore Colts.
There was such a feeling of elation, joy, tickling explosion inside. We did it! We did it! Yes! 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 Oh, it was great.
Sorry it's been a long video, but I only got a minute or two more. Now, the question you ask, how does this affect 2018? Well, I'll tell you why. Well, Joe Namath was pretty much the first player that you cared about his, not just in football, but outside in his life. Before this, you didn't care about NFL players' life. And he's one of the first players to ever, like, dress fancy, dress nice, have all the nice stuff, have all the nice clothes. And now you see athletes on TV dressing nice. You see them on advertisements. You know what I mean. And Joe Namath was pretty much the first one to ever be like that. And that's going to bring you to the end of this video. Thank you for watching this presentation.